Hello.
Hello. And welcome to this very special Race Chaser Hawaii edition, a podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, starting from the very beginning.
That was the beginning.
My name's Alaska. What is yours?
Hi, I'm Hawaii 5 Ho Willem.
Oh my gosh. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Race Chaser Hawaii.
Hi, everybody.
Hawaii.
Isn't it nice to be behind our luxurious paywall?
It truly is. Welcome. You made it over the paywall.
Oh, God, I need to stretch.
No, if you're watching us, if you can see us right now, then you've made it over the paywall. We are putting this episode's visual element on our very exclusive, very exciting OnlyFans.
Because the first thing that I think about is when I hear the word podcast is, I think video. Like, what are they wearing?
Right, exactly.
And we're always in such high whore drag.
We are.
No one
every
can
episode.
see it sometimes, and I'm just like, what did I waste all this look for?
Right. Thank you, God, for all this pod.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very much.
So, is that the soundboard? Is it plugged in?
Thank you.
Work! Are
Thank
you
you.
texting on the
Thank you.
soundboard?
Her grinder's linked up to it.
Your LinkedIn is also linked up to it.
My LinkedIn is linked to my BBRT.
Yeah, completely.
Wow.
Behind a paywall. A very high paywall. It's steep.
No brown cows can get over it.
Oh my gosh. we're deep in All Stars 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Deep, the riggery is rising.
I mean, right. I mean, at this point, literally it's just like we're no longer being fair, and we are just making willy-nilly decisions that make no sense. It's basically no. That's basically willy-nilly.
Willem
that-
Nielsen.
That's what they used to call you in high
Oh,
school.
willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
Yeah. Damn.
There's a lot going on this episode. I'm anxious to get right into it. We have this lush, luxurious Hawaiian backdrop. We're in Kona on a big
Vistas.
island. Vistas.
Yeah, and if I could nominate this vacation for an award, I would.
Which award? SAG?
I don't know, something like a Queerty, like what we're nominated for Best New Podcast.
Oh, good call.
Look at
and,
us.
Yeah, don't forget to vote on Queerty.
Thank you.
The Queerty Awards are coming very quickly.
God, I'll need a gown.
Exactly, same.
I'll need to book a car.
Yeah.
So many things.
Podcast, we're nominated in this category, Race Chaser.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm nominated for Drag Royalty, which is such an
Congrats.
honor with some amazing drag queens. And also Alaska and Jeremy are nominated for Best Indie Music Video for Aliens.
Gosh, well, clear a shelf. I mean,
You girl, I want a clean sweep. So you can vote on every device once a day until February 22nd. So I don't know, make your voice heard.
make it heard, but make sure it's heard for us.
Yeah, tea.
Yeah, do the right thing. You know.
Tea.
Yeah.
Look at this delicious absolute drink.
Did-
I love these
Did Jeffrey Moran
drinks.
make that for you?
Oh, he did. He popped in. He just wanted to say hi. He helicoptered in. He wanted to say hi.
Living her life on the islands with the breezes. You know what? I'm so glad that we didn't have to perform in the All Stars challenge this week. I wasn't feeling it.
You're not a Sex in the City girl?
You know, I don't mind the odd episode of Sex and the City, but
Were you ever on Sex in the City? Question.
twice.
Twice.
Yeah, but these people don't need to hear about all that.
Did you
do
have a
they?
recurring arc?
No, I was a recurring extra. And one of the times I was kind of featured.
You are recurringly extra.
This is true. I'm extraneous,
Yeah.
to say the least.
I want my mic like yours. You look so pretty, and like the mic isn't right in your face. Were we able
Well,
to
I've been
do
doing
that?
this for years,
I'm like
darling.
literally like Valentina-ing behind my mic. If I sit here, can you hear me? Okay, good. I think it looks great. Look at our vista.
Vistas.
Look at our Mar Vista.
Mm-hmm. Mar-a-Lago.
Archipelago.
Go.
Archipelago. Away. archipelago. No, she didn't.
Archie Punjabi, no, she didn't. I think that the Sex and the City, even if I was on it, no training could have made me ready to perform this script that these girls were assigned to try to make, a silk purse out of a sow's ear, because that's what this could be described as.
Was it?
This writing felt like Mad Libs. I know Michael Scott King is producing Rue's new show, so maybe they wanted to get out some like beefs from like the Sex and the City 3 movie not happening, so they're like, we'll give him to RuPaul and she'll make a funny skit about it. We'll make Kim look like the bad guy, but I loved Kim when I worked with her. She was real nice, and she was wearing Uggs in 1999,
So she invented Uggs.
basically.
She invented Uggs. Well, I will say it is topical. I mean, I'm trying to find the
Yeah.
silver lining in the script because the script was challenging.
The
It was
hair.
topical because we love hearing about the drama between SJP and Kim Cattrall, and Kim Cattrall kind of coming out and saying, you know what, I was never friends with these women. We were just coworkers.
We love drama in general. You could have just stopped that right there, that period,
Right, exactly.
because we do.
So it's topical, and it sort of had this like comeback sort of feeling like we're making a show, but then it's like about the behind workings of the show, and that's a great concept.
Yeah.
And I think with the right casting and the right actors, I think the script could have been salvageable. I do.
Well,
Do you not?
that glass must be half full, darling. Because it looks delicious.
It is.
Um,
It's a delicious berry acai.
Mm.
Pamplemousse.
Probably.
Yeah.
Back in the workroom, I love that that the little message from Manila is just like, driver, kill it, see you out there. I don't get that. What does that mean, driver?
I think she's just saying like, driver, come get me.
Oh,
It's time to go.
how New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very like weird and like it's like kind of like scary seeing Manila not there. It's like against the natural order for me.
Yeah. Monique says the choppery.
And she's cool. She's okay with that.
In the interview, she's living for it. She's like, and I'm here for it. I love it. You know?
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, somebody had to go. And what would you when you eliminated, did you always go, who was your competitor, or did you do report card, or was it a mix of both?
I went off of performance in the show, and who loaned me a tank top that day.
That's fair.
But honestly, it isn't just about the tank top. I think it was about friendship and loyalty, and I think that we visualized ourselves in the final 3 or the final 4, and we saw it from the very beginning. We saw it in our minds. So it was sort of like Latrice was talking about seeing it. She was like, this feels weird because I see myself in the end with Manila.
Yeah.
So when you get there and you have close friends in the competition, then you're gonna visualize that and just see it. So it would have been a really uphill argument to get me to be like, yeah, Roxy, hit it, because I look at her and I see drag perfection, and like there's no one that can hold a candle to her.
Yeah.
In my eyes. So I think that's what it was. Plus, she lent me a tank top.
And here's the thing. Manila did the same thing. She voted with her heart and how she wanted to vote, not on report card with Latrice 2 weeks before. So, I mean, did it end up going anywhere? Did she vote somebody off instead and kept Latrice? I know I watched this episode. Don't give me a hard time.
She was
Internet,
she
please.
was going to
She was going to chop
She
Monet.
chose Monet, and Monet sort of held a grudge about it.
Yeah. So all of this is coming to fruit. All these seeds of drama that were planted earlier in this season with these decisions are now sprouting and starting to take root, and I love it. I'm living.
The choppery, you're living for the
choppery, the goopery, the gappery.
Do you think
the good.
anyone in their mind was thinking Manila's a strong competitor and so I want her to leave?
Trinity certainly wasn't. Trinity wants her there because she's a strong competitor, and she says she wants to beat the best at the end, which I think is super honest and more work than someone needs to do. But I don't know.
But it also will make a better show, ultimately, I think.
It definitely could. Naomi, I think eliminating Manila was a curveball no one saw coming, but Monet was going to do the same thing, and it's revealed as that. So
Right.
I ain't mad. I'm letting these girls live their lives and play their little cable TV show. I think
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah. The choppery. Okay.
I
Naomi
sent
looks
Manila
amazing.
home because I wanted to.
Life's not,
Not
fair.
It's great.
Deal with it.
Monique actually says something I agree with in this episode. She says
What?
that no one is safe. So the only way to be safe is to be in the top.
T.
At this point, there's 5 girls left. I think that's totally
gonna
true.
be the case, definitely. Yeah.
You
I
know what
see
they
that.
need, right?
T.
Mhm,
All
all of 'em.
three, honey. All three working in tandem.
Which part in the Hey Kitty Girl, Sex in the Shitty Writing 3 would you want to be?
Which role?
Yeah.
I think I'm always cast as Sarah Jessica Parker when we play this game because I kind of look like right. I kind of look like her, like equine family resemblance a little. But I would want to take a crack at Cynthia Nixon.
Huh.
I think that Ross was describing her, and I completely agree with him. He's like, she's a strong woman. Cynthia Nixon is an incredible actor. And I
She
think
was in the Pelican Brief with Julia Roberts. She played Julia's little roommate.
the roommate.
The roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. How about you? Samantha?
And no, I think I would have been Keijo.
Oh, she would have been a fun one, too.
She's got the latest call time. She comes in midway. She could bring a whole new breath and energy to the scene. She's a catalyst. And I like the idea of being a catalyst in a scene.
Totally. It's sort of like constructed for her to come in and like inject it with life, definitely.
Totally. I think Trinity does a bang-up job as Kim. And, everybody does the best with what they can. But Naomi's delivery felt like she knew every line of the script, but she didn't know why she was saying them, if that makes sense. I'm not coming for her performance, but I'm seated, so I can't come for her right now, I guess.
Well,
Ish. I don't know. I mean, I didn't feel like
not right.
I agreed with the judges for once.
Not everyone is an actor, and acting is not easy.
And not every good drag queen is a performer.
Right.
Yeah.
So, right. You needn't be like a trained actor just to be like a drag superstar. I really don't believe that. But I think like having these skills really helps going into Drag Race because I don't know. I mean, if you're out there and you're considering auditioning, take an improv class and just get someone to tell you what it's all about a little
Totally.
bit. Why
I
not?
mean, I love that this week exemplifies that. There's a girl in the bottom for doing a little acting skit, Monet, but she's also in a Pepsi commercial this week.
T.
Her, Jimmy Fowley, a bunch of cool people are in 2 different Pepsi spots with Cardi, and it's really cute. I was watching just TV, and I'm going to tell you about it after this break. Bye.
Ooh, woo, ooh. You ready?
No.
And
It was literally, you ready? No. And,
and hit it.
hit it. I want to know, how hard is it to keep your wig in the spot you intend it to be?
Keep in mind she's bald, which, okay, it's a little different when you're bald.
Okay.
It is.
I believe it.
Because when you have hair and you can anchor to it, you can build stuff and get
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know how to keep a big something on your head if you're bald.
Okay,
Like,
well-
I don't know.
The tape that she does,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of girls do, you pin into that. and then it doesn't go anywhere.
Ideally, yes, that would be the idea.
Yes. And if you want to learn more about this, do drag. I guess. So many things.
I wanted. I love your look. I think your look is so outstanding. Can we talk about it right now? And we're
Sure.
not. This is not a bit that we're doing. We actually have cameras rolling, and we actually are in drag right now. We're in actual Hawaii.
Our
This is
OnlyFans is going to be really lit. We're doing a
Liddy,
collab.
Liddy titty. That's what Lola and I say.
What? Who?
Oh, the drink challenge,
Oh.
the cake making challenge.
Y'all wanted a twist.
We've been churning out top-notch content.
churnting.
Churning.
We've been churnting.
We're a factory, really, of brilliant and ingenious content,
Yeah.
and then putting it on OnlyFans, as though it's porn.
Yeah. Well, and then Alaska and I are going to raw dog Armin Rizzo. Because everybody else on OnlyFans does that, right? Why not us?
Armand is in a car. He's coming here. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm just kidding because I got another press person emailing me asking me if I did drugs with Rita Ora. Can I say the truth? I have never met Rita Ora. We saw me and my friends, which is when I say we, that's what I mean. Me and my friends saw her concert.
Your dealer friends?
We may or may not have eaten half an ecstasy each for fun. And we saw her concert. It was amazing. I've never
Manchester,
met
right?
Ms. Ora, but if she would like to meet me and do party drugs together, I am here for it. Ms. Ora.
Same.
And we can find out her true and accurate age.
In her 20s, and she's from, I think, Albania?
Work. She's stunning.
Something? Yeah.
Well, Armin Rizzo is coming over, and that'll also be on the OnlyFans.
So fun.
So fun.
I think Ross is a great director, and I love
Truth.
And I love how there's a point where one of the girls says something about church acting, and he's just like, oh, oh." The little cutaways tell you.
Monique.
The cutaways in this episode tell you exactly what everybody is thinking. At one point, they're giving Monique a lot of cutaway action because Naomi says something when Rue announces, like, the show, blah, 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 that is touched, blah, blah, blah. And then Naomi says, Drag Race? And Rue laughs a little, and then they cut to Naomi going, or they cut to Monique. Monique is a wealth of material for reality TV shows. She's so great.
She's really good at this show,
Yeah.
and it's really fun to see
And
her this season.
Her and Monet both had that turnaround. They were just on TV last season,
T.
and they turned it around. They fired up their glue guns, and they said,
Yeah.
let's go back in.
Yeah.
So I respect them.
Full respect.
They're not fucking busted at all.
Oh my god.
Ooh, this wind.
Okay. Ooh,
Ah.
the wind is kicking
Ah,
up.
you guys,
Ooh.
sign on to the OnlyFans to see all this wind. Wow.
Okay. So things happen.
The whole scene happened.
This is your Sex in the City, I think, is like sort of it's sacred in the gay community, I think. And so
Not just because I was on it.
no, well, I mean partially because you were. You
Oh,
played
God,
a hooker
my
in
ego
the
is huge.
you played a hooker in the meatpacking district, right?
That I did.
Yeah.
And then I was also in the scene where Carrie fell on the runway.
Oh.
yeah. I can only
work.
find me because it's kind of a crowd scene.
Oh, okay.
So I know where I was sitting.
And then you stole her outfit.
Girl, I wish I could have. That outfit would not have fit me. I'm an 8.
Oh,
She's
right.
tiny, tiny,
Yeah,
tiny.
tiny.
But Kevin Aquan was on set that day, and I got to like see him and say hi. And I'm like, I have your book. He's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
He was so tall.
I'm turning myself.
You're turning.
Sorry. She's turning.
She's
I just
turning.
can't like see you. Is this okay?
Did
Am
you?
I like okay in the camera? This is the what people are paying for. The production.
Oh, sorry.
The puss.
The puss.
The puss. The
The
tan
puss.
lines. The legend.
Is that a platypus? Why is it? Is that webbed?
Oh, God.
Latrice says something about thinking that the winner should have a platform and stand for something other than new merch and a T-shirt and a music video.
Are you calling shade?
No, I'm saying, girl, we all do that. We put our faces on T-shirts, and some of them have our names because the cartoons don't look anything like us. And then we get a lunchbox or a watch or like a CD and music. It's what we do. We promote ourselves.
Yeah, and
Do you
I
thi-
don't particularly see anything soulless or like bad about that. I think it's just further
proliferating the drag.
well,
Into the
that
world, yeah.
yes, but also our creativity. Like I design everything that I put out there, whether it's like the albums or the t-shirts
Yeah.
or the self-indulgent music videos. Like my hands are in it. So like it's me like having fun and like doing just making stuff, which I love doing.
Yeah.
You know, and being a drag queen means you can put your picture on anything. And that's amazing.
Then people buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except
Like
if
Julia
it's-
Roberts can't put her face on a t-shirt or a lunchbox because it would be weird. Like that wouldn't make sense.
I
But
would
drag
buy it.
queens, I would too. Julia Roberts lunchbox is coming soon.
in a second. And wristwatches. Do you have any watches?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might be on my website unless we sold out of them. I don't know.
Work. I love this week's runway because Jason Wu is an incredible designer. Michelle Obama wears his outfit in like the little portrait in the National Gallery thing. Real cute.
Yeah.
Real cute.
And he worked on the RuPaul
RuPaul
doll.
Yeah.
Ooh, the wind. Ooh.
Oh, the wind
Do
in
you
my
hear it
willows.
rustling through the palms.
The wind in the willows.
Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna name your book that?
The wind in the willows.
Can you do a tawdry romance novel?
Oh my gosh. The next one might be because I talk about everybody that I sleep with because I've kept a list since I was like 12 basically.
Oh my gosh.
All you have to do is go through my emails.
Wind in the Willems. Oh my god, I'm so down.
Mm-hmm. So are a lot of guys.
And the front cover can be like you in like a turn of the century blouse being like torn open with like a man with long flowing hair. You know what I'm talking about?
It would have tons of it.
Tea.
tons of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are we on the runway? We're
Yeah.
on the runway.
And so
Bring it to the
bring it to that. What category are we on right now? And RuPaul this week is a straight up legit.
tea.
Oh, that vintage. You should go to our OnlyFans. You're just pointing at us like we know
Wait,
what that
what
means.
does the pointing mean? Does that?
Oh,
Oh, it
sorry.
means go.
Wow.
Kane is here in a speedo, y'all. I mean, actually, people would
Put
pay
this
to
on
see
the
this.
OnlyFans. We got
People would pay to see. Can you just stroll casually in front of the camera for a second?
right back
Because
here.
literally, I mean, people will. Oh yeah.
She had to get ready.
Okay. See now, that's OnlyFans.
We also have Anthony playing in the pool for 3.5 uninterrupted minutes with me zooming in spots where friends shouldn't go. But I did that for you guys on the OnlyFans.
Aw, that's so
He doesn't know yet.
sweet.
He doesn't know yet, so you don't have to tell him right away. But it's fine. He likes it.
He will also be getting fisted.
She's one of them
later.
thoughty little body. Thank you so much. I'm gonna eat this cherry. Oh man.
Oh, not the garnish.
Not the garn.
Not the garn, Mom. Okay. Okay, well now, okay.
Y'all, we got starfruit. Look at that. Look at how
I'm
cool.
gonna set it like this, and I'm gonna set it here, because there's no liquid in it. It is merely artificial. Ornamental.
We have also wild turkeys here.
So many wild turkeys. Also, there are roosters.
There's cock all over this fucking place.
And I was thinking how fun it would be just to like be a rooster, because they literally, their job is just going "Bah, bah, bah, bah," all day.
Did y'all hear the turkey?
That was a wild turkey. which I also like to drink. We also have red-crested cardinals, which hang out right at the pool with us.
Parrots.
There were like seven of us in the pool the other day, and 7 birds of all different like colors and styles were hanging out right at the edge of the pool with us.
We almost counted them.
It was very sweet.
Yeah.
Hawaii is a very magical place.
A natural moment.
Gee. RuPaul looks amazing.
Yeah.
Cat Couture is the assignment.
Yes.
I want to know what you would do. Tiger?
I don't know what I would do yet. I mean, I had a tiger look that I wore last year to a crowning. What kind is my favorite cat? I like
Grisabella.
Scat Cat. I like Scat Cat from Paul Abdul.
Oh, yeah.
He was a good guy. I don't know what I would do. Probably something Rue Animal with a Coco throwback, because I love Miss Montrese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And leopard print is my life right now.
Leopard print is a neutral. It's khaki and black.
Tea.
So, I mean, it's basically a neutral.
Tea.
If you zoom out far enough, it just looks like brown.
Tea. And we're going to take a break. We are back.
The guest judges are rounded out by Felicity Huffman, who my friend Calpurnia and Andrea coached for Transamerica.
Right.
And she's always been real fun at the gay events.
Yeah.
The Desperate Housewife lookalike contest, and she came to that. And she was real nice. Terry Hatcher didn't want to come, though.
Girl, okay,
available.
I understand.
I just like starting drama.
I know.
I'm good at it. What would you have done on this runway as a cat?
Well, it didn't come to me until we were watching the Golden Girls while we were getting ready.
Uh-huh.
And there's an episode where Rose and Blanche are cast in the musical Cats, and they come into the hospital room in their costumes, and they look so gorgeous and so cute. So I would have done like a recreation of Rose Nyland in her cat's costume.
The yellow cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's blonde, so like it makes sense. But like how cute, like a little like, oh, I'm Rose Nyland in the 80s and I'm cast in a musical Cat.
I would have loved it on maybe Sylvester too. He
He
was that cat.
Ooh, yeah.
He used to eat Tweety Bird a lot.
Is he copyrighted?
Probably. And then people would just be like, why you look like a skunk? Like asking Monique why she's a mouse. Or Monet why she's a mouse.
Well, let's talk about the runway. Should we bring up the laptop and look at the runway and then talk about it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, we are back and we are about to watch this runway on this beautiful. Okay, can you see?
Bring it to the runway.
Bring it to the. Okay, Okay, here we go. This is
Kitty
I mean,
Couture.
We know we love RuPaul's look. We've already discussed it, but
Obsessed.
here we get to watch her walk once again.
I mean, it's all the things that I love. It's
So wait,
shiny.
where's
It's
it from?
rainbow. It's either old school Zaldi or old school Bob Mackie.
because I remember the picture of her wearing
the
this
book.
in the book backstage.
Outside of the big studio, it's her legs look 10 miles long. It's shot. The perspective is from below.
Yeah,
I'm
she
a
looks
fan.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the
Really,
lime
really great.
earring with the huckleberry lip and then the pink eye. I'm living.
Huckleberry.
It's a huckleberry.
Michelle looks beautiful as well. She's giving this like Julie Newmar sort of, sex
Catwoman thing.
cat.
Yeah,
which,
totally.
Which I think I'm glad that we didn't have a runway that was, 6 Catwomans.
Sure.
That it could have gone that way so easily, and I think everyone really rose to the occasion with this runway.
Yeah.
I don't think there were any weak links, and I know what you're thinking, but we'll get to it. I don't think there were any weak links.
You couldn't possibly know what I was thinking.
You're thinking about dicks and weed.
Okay, you could possibly know what I'm thinking about. But I'm also thinking about Jason Wu talking to this little tiny RuPaul doll on his shoulder, and I love him.
Is the doll available? Can we find out? We'll find that out.
I don't know.
But if the doll is available, I will be buying one. I love buying RuPaul things. I bought the maquette, which they now give out as a prize when you get kicked off. I bought them before that was a thing.
You're one of the only people to have one, aren't you?
One of the few people who has one who hasn't been kicked off the show. Yeah. But I think they're available for sale. I think you can like buy them.
Huh.
They're like a couple $100. Worth it.
Yeah. You know what else
They
is
are.
worth
It's
it?
like a hand sculpted sculpture. Okay, we're getting into the runway. Here it is. She's a super queen.
Girl, that can't be hand sculpted. All of them look exactly as hand sculpted.
It was hand sculpted originally.
At one point.
All
And-
right.
yeah.
Trinity the Tuck. I think this is brilliant. It's beautifully executed. It's clean. The movement of the tail is really what's doing it for me.
Yeah, everything is in proportion. Everything's correct. She's got like this feline just has some catnip. Like, you know, she's obviously in heat too.
Right. She's giving it a character. She can move in it, which
Yeah.
is like really her gig.
A
And-
tail is just a giant
fantastic.
ponytail, and you get to play with it.
Exactly.
Monique
This is
is not
Monet
up yet, and this is
Exchange.
Monet.
And she's doing a pink cat, which is based on a glam version of the Pink Panther.
Okay, but I thought she looked like a pig because the ears were round, and I was getting Peppa Pig, and I said, why she got the pig outfit? And then when she said Pink Panther, I said, oh, okay.
I know from time to time you could be considered a certain type of pig.
From time to time, you mean from midnight to 11:59 daily?
Dick pig.
And I'd never seen a cat in a wig.
Why doesn't Monet have a nose? Why didn't she draw on the black dot?
I don't
just
know.
want to know because she paints it on later.
She does.
All a cat is a black dot on the nose and 3 lines for whiskers.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
and then you,
all a cat is.
And then you carry a jar of tuna fish with you to the party.
I think she looked really cool.
I think it
I
looked like
wouldn't
it
have
took a
guessed-
lot of work.
What?
I think it looked like it took a lot of work. And
It did.
A for effort, but this is why you try these things on and photograph them beforehand from 10 feet away and then 30 feet away. You want to make sure what you want to look like on stage is actually what you look like on stage from everybody else's eyes. Do you ever do that? You put on an outfit, then take a picture, just make sure it's not see-through or your junk's not showing.
It's very good advice. I
I've
don't
done
really
it.
do it, but I do like to do a test run. But if you showed me that picture of Monet's look, I don't think I would have said it's a cat. I would have said it's like it sort of was giving me like Puff the Magic Dragon sort of feeling, like or like Zoobilee Zoo, like an animal, like a cool, fierce animal.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have said like, oh, it's a cat.
What was that one?
Like a
animal
dragon almost.
They said in the. Hey Ben, what was that one animal? A hippopotamus? A hippomoose.
A hippomoose.
Like she could have been a new kind of animal, like a hippomoose.
Oh, that's the other thing. This is hippomoose, this drink.
Oh, a hippomoose. I felt like her nose was squished down, and I couldn't see where it was. I don't know about it, but I'm glad she corrected it for later because she obviously took the note.
Right.
Did they read her rotten? You maybe.
They read what? Right.
Michelle told her she was a mouse.
We don't see all of the critiques.
And
And
RuPaul hasn't given one in years.
she does.
When? Where?
does.
Name one.
They criticized the ear shape. They said cats have pointy ears, not round ears, which is why it was giving mouse. Wait, what? Anthony! Wait, Anthony, will you walk across the screen behind us? We're trying to justify charging people money for this OnlyFans.
I've already done it.
Oh, you've justified?
I've done it because I
You've
have these
shored
shoes
up
on.
the justification.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to play that burlesque music. Hi, Anthony.
Switch it up.
Hi, Race Chaser Live.
Race chasing thought du jour.
You're welcome.
Hawaii, bitch. We in Hawaii.
Thank you, Anth.
Switch it up.
Oh, and it's time for a break mid runway.
Oh,
Okay,
wonderful.
let's do it.
Wow.
Okay, we're back, right?
No, we're not.
Oh, we're
We're
not.
definitely not.
Okay. We're definitely
He hasn't pointed at us like we know what's going on. So I don't think we're back yet.
Poor Dipper.
You know those clown outfits cost.
We're gonna talk about that. Let's
Finish
keep
this
talking about
runway.
the runway. We're back, and
Let-
Latrice Royale is walking down the runway. What are your thoughts?
She looks like a hooker at Busch Gardens.
Oh my
I love it.
God.
She's got every animal print there is, and she is about as big as Busch Gardens.
Listen, her hair is fucking cool. Her makeup looks amazing. The dress is great.
The only thing I would have done to her is I would have made a little adjustment to that like tail cape piece and attached it to
Right.
her wrist. So
Yeah.
every flick of her wrist had that thing going instead of looking like,
Yeah.
girl, you got something dragging, you know?
And because it's All Stars, these tiny details are become a thing.
When you're not in the top, you're automatically in the bottom.
Next, we have Naomi Smalls. She has cats all over her. This is reminiscent to me of the Hello Kitty challenge on season 7.
Did she do that one? What?
That information I don't remember at this time. However,
She was 8, right?
right.
She didn't do it.
It was like Katya
Violet.
did it and Kennedy did it.
And Violet had that steering wheel of
yeah.
kitties.
It's
I-
reminiscent of that.
It's definitely the youngest of all of them. It feels the youngest.
Sure.
And the funnest.
I think she could have taken it full cat lady, like just made it like sort of a crazy cat lady because she's covered in these cats,
Mm-hmm.
which the cats are my favorite part.
Yeah, you want to smell the hoarding a little bit.
Right, like take
Definitely.
it there.
Yeah.
That might have been interesting, but
I do like her
She
makeup.
looks
It's
cool.
two
She
different
looks
color
great.
eyes on it.
yeah,
I think Monique looks the best I've ever seen her look on television. And I'm not saying that to be shady because she's covered up. It's the body shape, the illusion, the boot, the little.
the concept.
It's great. It's fully realized.
I
Proportionate.
immediately thought Nina Bonina with this facial paint.
Scape. Yeah.
Yeah.
She created a whole new world and character on her body, and it looks great.
The concept is really smart. Puss in boots.
Yes.
The tail is great. I love tiger print. She looks really cool. This really turned it
Mm-hmm.
this week. So next they show the girls the skit.
They show them
The
the
final edit of the skit. The edit that is designed to make them look the best that they possibly can out of the footage they have.
Nobody really looked bad. They didn't show any line gaffes or anything. They just showed basically what the girls gave them.
Right.
And the top two out of that are Trinity and Monique. And in my opinion, they were the least
Can
offensive.
we? I mean, are we able to talk about the? I mean, what watching this skit was like? for us? Are we? I mean, are we able to speak about that in a frank way? Because
I think we should because if this was a half-hour show, I don't know if I could have made it through the whole show. There was so much exposition in a couple of sentences before a joke. It's like, wait, you want me to do math and then try to figure out why the end of that line should be funny? There was a lot, you know.
I just like I wonder who it's for. If it's not for like insane super fans of Sex and the City, who is it written and designed for? I don't.
Maybe it was funny for Michael Scott King,
Is it meant to be like
Michael Patrick King.
Well, there are certain examples where the writing is really transcendent. Cher the Rusical. I still listen to this all the time. It's funny. It is irreverent. It's accurate. It's educational about Cher. The music is great. Like, I really enjoy it. So there are moments where RuPaul's Drag Race has those writing moments where it's like really incredible.
What was the one that Courtney was in? That was entertaining.
Shade the Rusical.
That was great.
Really great. Like, I would watch a full Broadway mounted production of Shade the Rusical. I think it would be really amazing.
I'd go see it at the Fringe Fest.
And Ben was Ben was a really underrated performer, I thought. And Milk.
Yeah.
Really great.
I liked Gia and Darian in that one too.
But like
They were all
this
great.
one, it was sort of like like you said, it was like a grab bag, sort of like Mad Libs, like
They were-
wacky, supposed to be silly.
Yeah. There was a lot of concept and a lot of meat that had to be processed and then have the jokes on top of that too. I thought it was a lot.
And for it's challenging for the girls too, because you have to act in the scene as an actor, and then you have to do the sitting in the chair behind the scenes stuff.
The BTS.
So it's kind of like doubling down for the girls. So I'm sure it was challenging.
It showed. But you know what? These are the kind of challenges that get you ready for real life. Because look at, again, Monet's in a Pepsi commercial this week. You got Shangela and Ariana's album.
Yeah.
You got, you learn how to talk in soundbite doing these shows, and a lot of valuable on-set experiences, like, how to steal a scene when you don't actually have lines, like with Trinity, like with the eyes. And I was wondering what she was doing, and then she has the Lawrence of My Labia line, and I was like, hey, you didn't say that like Kim, but it was still okay, so blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But, like, the timing and the pacing felt like it was too slow, And not, it felt uncombobulated.
Right, uncombobulated.
Uh-huh.
I would have liked to have seen Monet in the role of Kim Cattrall, because they keep cutting back to her in the interview chair.
Doing it perfect.
And she's really like, she can really do that sort of, oh my God, let's have anal sex,
The thing I didn't get about her as Charlotte, I did like Felicity Huffman agreeing with her that sometimes that's all you could do is just deliver the line, because if you do too much, but like she was giving quotes about child of color and then make it all black, and like I was like, I didn't understand, the character wasn't written to make she was saying as a mother of a child of color, but of course if that's your daughter, right?
Is that like based off of Kristen Davis's real life, or is it based off of the character?
Kristen Davis doesn't have kids in real life, I don't think.
Okay. Because
she had
I
two
know
kids. She had adopted on the show.
She has an Asian daughter on the show who she adopted.
So, POC, got it.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I just felt like Monet was underused for sure in this.
Right.
And I didn't
sometimes you
understand
get assigned the wrong ass role, and she lost the rock paper scissors, and
show enough.
yeah.
So
So the winners happen to be
Monique
Trinity.
and Trinity,
Monique.
and they win a cute little $3,000 gift card, and then a 3-night stay at the Standard, which I like because it's right on the High Line. And you could totally see people fucking in the window.
What, the Standard?
Yeah.
The Standard.
In the Standard.
We used to do a party back there back in the olden days.
This was on Bosch.
No, we
With-
produced it ourselves.
No flat
It
bananas.
was called Drama.
Wait, in
With
New
3
York?
R's. In L.A.
The one in WeHo or downtown?
WeHo.
Oh.
They have like an event space like in the bottom.
Oh, I'm
And
familiar. It's a hotel.
I planned this huge number with a huge crucifix, where I was on a crucifix, and I went to the lumber store and we built a crucifix, and then we took it to the space, and the ceiling wasn't even tall enough to fit the crucifix because it's a very low ceiling event space. But we did it anyway. I got my dick out. It was what I used to do.
Hall of Fame behavior.
For drag.
For drag.
The lip sync happens. We don't know what's gonna. Okay. If you're not in the top, you're in the bottom.
Now, what you had a theory that you said to me that made me think the girls are being more cagey about who they're going to send home before their lip sync, because that's the way that they get more screen time and they're more in control. It's not the producer seeing, oh, well, you picked her, so we got to pick you to win because you're going to be sent home.
This is a theory. However, think about it. If you come off the deliberation stage and you say to everyone in the room, this is who I'm picking if I win the lip sync, that's not exciting TV. It's kind of bamboozling the whole mechanism that the whole thing is built around, because it's supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah.
So it would not behoove you to do that, because you probably won't win the lip sync if you do that.
Yeah.
So in this one, earlier in the season, that happened a lot. Like Trinity was like, you know what? I know who I'm picking, so get into it. And Manila was playing it cagey. She was like, I don't know.
I don't know. know.
Who knows? I mean, I might take something else into consideration. And Manila won the lip sync. So I think it just makes better TV and better story if people are like, I don't know. I mean, I might take it. Even Trinity on this one, she's like, I'm going to take into consideration your performance outside of this competition. What have you done out in the real world?
Yeah. I mean, I think Trinity in the outfit that she changes into looks like the evil stepmother from Cinderella's other daughter. Like, it's very like this. She looks like a young evil stepmother. She really does. And I'm glad she slays the lip sync. But I wanted to know, if the lip sync went on any longer, how many more glittery washcloths could Monique take off?
Stop.
And where would they be taped to her body? I said, that's what you wanted to put on?
This is okay. You and I have a little bit of a dispute.
Oh, man.
Just trying to hit the soundboard. No, is that the dispute? We have a little dispute because you agree with the idea of changing before the lip sync, changing your clothes.
Yes.
You think it's an extra moment to show something amazing from your wardrobe and just an extra look that you can.
I want to see the receipts.
Right.
Yes.
And I agree with you for the most part, but I think
Didn't
that
Janet Jackson dance with Scat Cat? They could have stayed in their cat outfits.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it makes sense, if you can move in it, and if it's really cool, I think you should just keep the outfit on. I would have loved to seen two cats fucking lip syncing to Janet Jackson. I would have loved it.
Yeah, but then they couldn't have had reveals. And neither of them threw themselves on the floor, so what were we supposed to... How were we
Trinity's-
going to know who was going to win?
Trinity's
No one
cat
got on the
costume
floor.
was so fierce. Monique's cat costume was so fierce. So then they spend all this time, instead of like listening to the girls, they're like fiercely, quickly changing their makeup.
I love
to
that.
put on outfits that aren't nearly as cool. That doesn't make sense to me. I wore all my same outfits for my lip syncs on All Stars.
Well, you're a purist.
Well, I guess I'm
And
old
hey, I haven't
school.
been on All Stars.
I guess I'm old school.
Old
Well,
school.
there's always next year, gal. I
I
hope you send in your tape.
I am at the point of...
Ben is watching us sipping a frosted. What is that, and can I have some?
A pina colada? Yeah, I'll make you
Is
one.
there any more?
I can make one.
Good.
You're gonna hear the blender and then also make a cameo as your
I don't
cocktail.
care. I want the blender as a cameo.
Great.
You need a beauty blender.
All right. All right.
This is just
where
a
are we
blender.
at?
Drink it. I'll be beautiful.
I'm going off on tangents. It just means a lot to me, and I just,
I
Just
think
means a
that
lot to me.
I think Latrice kind of knew she was going home. That's why she took her shoes off. She said, "I'm done. I will not stand in pain any longer."
She sat on that couch by herself, and she said,
No, I mean on the main stage, she doesn't have her shoe on.
"Oh, really?"
Yeah, no, she said, "Fuck those shoes. You gonna send me home again?"
Breaking news! Heels kicked off on the runway. Is it a yes or a no-go? I know that you.
I
know
say
that
take it off. I don't give a fuck.
You keep your shoes on in a fucking, I don't know, like a electrical storm. Like you really do. You don't. You
I-
don't take your shoes off.
I don't. I tend not to
I
because
stay taking my shoes off.
I just know it'll hurt more to put it back on usually. Because if you take it off, your foot will swell up
Yeah.
and blood rushes to it.
See.
So I don't. But I love Latrice. She's my sister. She was my girl. I'm sad to see her go, but she's already working on a new TV show with Rue. So like,
Yeah.
life
and
is
that's
good.
the thing to remember.
She got a gig out of her last gig, and that's all you really want in the entertainment industry. And once you've been on the show, you're kind of by de facto in the industry. So by any entertainer standards, Latrice is clearly still winning. She got a gig off of her last gig, and
Exactly.
her star continues to rise. And I love her. I tip my wig to her. I think
Yeah.
there's bugs in my wigs from these fucking flowers.
Yeah, which you picked off the bush, which look amazing.
Thank you so much.
But-
You can see them on our OnlyFans.
The thing about these flowers is when you pick one, and they tell us, go ahead and pick the flowers. It's very fun. but they are full of ants. Ants live inside these beautiful flowers.
All of them. So I rinsed them off, but a couple of them had tiny little baby bugs that weren't even moving.
So
I
your
said,
wig has mites.
They can stay. Mites.
is what you're saying.
Mites.
Latrice, we love you so much.
Love you.
It hurts my heart to not have Latrice up there in the Final Four, but we have an amazing Final Four, and I'm gonna be on the next episode from the looks of it.
Looking lovely in the center with that coiffed hair.
I'm lucky number 2. I get to stand in the middle and hold the crown.
Wow.
So, honey, it's a blessing.
It's better than being in Sex and the Kitty Girl 3, that's for sure.
Right. Any chance I have to go back into the Thunderdome, I'm into it. I love it. I'll be there.
I would like to thank everybody for joining us for this very special Hawaii episode of Race Chaser. We'll be back next week in our regular, boring LA studio.
And don't forget, Race Chaser has been nominated for a Queerty Award for Best Podcast. So you can vote once daily on each device until February 22nd. Go over to queerty.com and
look for some
Race
vote
Chaser.
button and then vote for us a lot.
It's on there. It's on.
Yeah. I'm Willem.
And I'm Alaska.
And you can rate our podcast and comment about how fantastic it is. And subscribe to make sure you know when each new episode comes out. Because sometimes we're booked and busy.
Follow the dolls at Willem at the Only Alaska 5000 and our very special Race Chaser podcast Instagram at Race Chaser Pod.
Send us the memes. We've been seeing the dicks and we like them. The IG story is litty.
Keep the dicks coming. Make sure they're 18 years of age and up.
And don't forget to use the hashtag RaceChaser when you post.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here in Hawaii.
Bye.
Bye, Hawaii.
Hawaii. I got that now.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hello.
What's up?
Hello, Island
Hi.
Boy. What's your name?
My name's Cabana Sam.
Santos. Cabana Sam. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I found some star fruit. I'll have that.
Oh, perfect. How are you ladies enjoying the summer sun?
So fun.
good.
So fun.
Oh, good.
Oop, it squirted.
So many blessings.
Well,
Ben, did you watch the episode?
yeah, I watched it.
What
I
did you
watched that episode.
What did you think?
I think that all those girls are very nice people.
Beautiful gown.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
The Pink Panther had a nose. Bye.
No!
Gold, beautiful,
You
lovely.
look like you're wearing red lingerie.
How did my life go so wrong?
I don't know.
Good luck, me. Oh, fuck. I have to wear an outfit on Wednesday that goes up like this.
Get out that paint, George.
You ever lay on the bed and spray it yourself and you just go up in the air?
Yeah. I used to use it all over
Really?
when I first started drag.
Dee used to use it on her face before she did anything. I'm like, that's just another layer of stuff and it's mostly made out of oil.
Right.
It's got a lot of oil.
Yeah. Well done.